This, my friends, is the Tallneck from Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West. We kind of just named it because the second game just came out. And well, it's gonna be a biased review because I'm a huge fan of the game and a huge fan of these majestic creatures. The Tallnecks are the creatures that roam the game's world, and they serve basically as mobile towers for exploring and unlocking the map. Think of it as a Far Cry version of the tower, except it's moving and there's always a puzzle to climb it. And Aloy has to, well, get to the top and override the radar dish to unlock the map. This set comes at an $80 price tag, and you can see it's as tall as the box. Pretty much, so the box gives you a good indication of what to expect after you build the thing. 1222 pieces, a kind of good number, and it's an excellent price to piece ratio, by the way, for what you're getting. It is also the first official PlayStation licensed set from LEGO. The manual gives you some fantastic lore of the game. It's very well detailed with the graphics of the game, so many of you may not even be familiar with the game, and with that few pages of words, you will find who Aloy is, what does the game of Horizon look like, does the designer, Isaac Snyder, those are also the other machines from the game. You can see the Thunder Joe, the big guy, that's also something I would love LEGO to make. But basically it's a quick explanation of what the game is, why the Tallnecks are the way they are, why they are their machines, and why is Aloy using bows and not some advanced weapons. There's all to it. It's a fantastic story, very well-driven game that you will absolutely enjoy. So if you do have PlayStation, I highly recommend playing it. Aloy is fantastically made. Her printing represents her Nora outfit very, very well, as I said before. You have tons of details. We have printed arms and also printed armor all over the place. The back also looks gorgeous. I mean, this is the greatest representation of a minifig I've seen compared to the source material. Also two-face expressions, and you can see her freckles quite well visible as well. Her freckles are also the way she looks in the game, and that little triangle on the side of the head is the focus, which is basically the main plot device. One of the main plot devices in the entire game. Allows you to see the world through holograms and technology, but I don't want to spoil too much on how it works. Aloy comes with three distinct pieces: the white bow, signature weapon, the spear that she used to override machines, and many other things. It's a very special spear, and a fantastic, brilliant, absolutely gorgeous headwear with a little bit of a dual molding for a transparent focus, a ring that actually depicts the holographic operation of the focus in the game. So this is represented within her head piece very, very well. Love it. It's actually a little bit rubbery in feel, so that's a very unique piece for sure as far as LEGO headwear goes. We also get a small machine of the Watcher, that is the smallest machine in Horizon Zero Dawn. Those guys are just scouts that basically move around and try to find you in the tall grass. They are also supportive machines to detect enemies and guard herds of other bigger machines. You basically, that's the first machine you meet in the game as you progress. The Watcher is a very simple build, a little bit posable, so you can kind of move its head up and down if you will. And it also comes with two separate 1x1 bricks in yellow and red, and also the blue one, which represent the different states of it. Docile, just scouting, yellow, alerted, and red, which is in combat. And you will see those shifts of state as you battle them. As they spot you, they become yellow, and then they become red to fight you, just like in the game. The base of the set is quite remarkable. It represents the best beginning stages of the first game, the Horizon Zero Dawn, and not the Forbidden West as the set is called. It truly represents the Nora wildlands, the grass fields, the plains that you see in the beginnings of the first game. You can see some few environments here. There is some tall grass there, some great use of different shades of green, of course, that works very well. There's some arid terrain as well that you kind of meet shortly into the beginnings of the first game, and some rocky terrain on the other side of the Tallneck that basically shows the huge variety of terrains that you traverse through in both games. I am really loving how great it looks from all sides. Notable also elements are those, well, tall grass in that kind of sand green or like olive green color. The birch tree that kind of resembles what we have been getting in, for example, the bookstore creator modular set, kind of resemblant of that. A cool little use of white technique and those yellow autumny, if you will, leaves for all those pieces here. And also, of course, the traffic light that the inhabitants of the game would call something from the old world. That's how they refer to the Earth before extinction, the old world. So of course the traffic light is part of some dilapidated city that used to be the thriving metropolis. And in the game, you see a lot of those elements from the old world. That watcher looks really cool actually next to it. The Tallneck and the base as well, all of it is a fantastic building experience. For the colors, we have some tan, some white, some sand blue, and shapes upon shapes of that armor plating. There's a plethora of great pieces here. There's quite a few new pieces for 2022 that were used in the set. Some new joints for the legs, some new elements for the detailing. You also see some golden for those climbing posts that are actually used in the game. And there's a fantastic build for that radar dish with a great technique to the great effect. The legs are not really posable in any way. Those are just premeditated angles using the technique pieces, but they just give you this little sense of motion, if you will. The only really moving piece are the joints that don't really have any use whatsoever, because once you place the set onto the base, there is not much to it. However, if you remove it from the base, you can do some pretty crazy things. Yes, something like that. So you can make a fun dancing extinction level mechanical ostrich of sorts with a giant dish for the head, and yeah. I mean, come on, right? Posable, having fun. That was cool. Tallnecks have no weapons, they are docile, you also cannot attack them, they have shields, and I think in the back you have antennas or shield generators. Gotta be double, triple checking what these are, but they are not weapons. Also great use of the snowboard piece in gray, and really cool connection points with some positioning pieces from the minifigures here. Very cool design, quite accurate to the original model. Also you can see some of that sticker game here, mostly armor plating or just elements of the spine of the Tallneck are stickers. The sticker set itself is tiny, so you see that's not many stickers. Most of these go either as armor plates, or also some of these are visible also on the head of the Tallneck as some of the detailing and gribbling to its side. I am digging the design of the whole spine or just neck. The way it's connected, it's a Technic piece. You can see that little thing from Technic, it's holding it together. There's basically an axle coming through, and that's why you get this kind of like specific angle. Some car wheel wells as well, some of those shield pieces, slopes. It's really, really well made. I really love that design. It's a fantastic also piece of building, so there's a lot of nice little experience with that. Also, those golden things are the climb elements, basically an element from the game that Aloy is using to climb the Tallneck and reach its head to override it. So it's pretty well represented. Also, there's a one at the very back of the head that Aloy climbs as the last thing. As I'm here with the camera, you can also see the large ski pieces used for antenna array on the top of the head. Very, very clever piece to use here. As Aloy is using her spear to override Tallnecks, you can kind of recreate the scene here. There's a few stats available. She basically enters the spear through that little section in the middle, and then the whole signal from the spear is sent through that stickered piece of basically fiber optic cables that go down to the Tallneck's spine and send the signal, revealing the map and revealing all the locations of machines and secrets around the Tallneck you're unlocking. There is a reason this set sold out so quickly. There is absolutely a reason. It was appealing to both non-Horizon fans and those that are fans of the game. I think it's gonna be the epitome of collaboration between LEGO and major lores or companies that will be kind of, well, a good benchmark for what's to come next. I would love to see more gaming sets that are more than Overwatch. This is the first of many, I hope. Also, the game itself has so many amazing machines that you can create in LEGO. There are mock builders who are attempting Thunderjaws and Shellwalkers and Ravagers. Just play the game and you will see yourself why. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the Tallneck. For me, set of the year, but I'm biased. I love this thing to bits. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that. I'll see you on top of a Tallneck, or in the game, or in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.